start with the basics. Why do we layer our clothing?
I'm not ready yet.
That's wild.
Wait, I haven't turned the mic on for any of this.
Ready.
Hey there, adventurers. Welcome back to Barefoot Behavior, where we bring you the knowledge you need to explore the outdoors safely and greatly. Hey there, adventurers. Welcome back to Barefoot Behavior, where we help you make the most of your outdoor experiences.
It's fall in Wisconsin, and that means the temperature is dropping. But that doesn't mean we stop getting outdoors. It means we start layering. I've had a lot of questions on layering. So today, we're gonna do a comprehensive tutorial on layering systems. There's no such thing as bad weather, only improper gear. Be sure to check out the comments section where we've provided 4 layering systems for different temperature ranges, ranging from above 45 degrees to sub-zero. It all comes down to 2 main goals. 1, protecting yourself from the elements, and 2, managing moisture. Point is to stay warm, but not get sweaty. It's a delicate balance that will help you achieve. The key to successful layering is understanding that your layering system is not static. It's fluid. You are constantly responding to the changing environment. Layers should be comfortable, and it should be relatively easy to delayer and relayer as needed. Your first layer is your base layer. This is the layer that touches your skin. For bottoms, you're gonna wanna pick something that is tight-fitting, but not constricting. And for your top, you could always choose a light-colored and hooded sun shirt. This way you get some added sun protection in your base layer as well. If you don't have a sun shirt, that's fine. Any non-cotton long sleeve shirt will work. Pay close attention to the materials of your layers. You need a wicking layer, which is either gonna be synthetic or wool. This is gonna help pull moisture away from your skin so that you don't get cold when you're sweaty. Something synthetic or wool is going to keep you warm even if it gets wet. Cotton is okay in the summer, but definitely not as it starts to get colder. Next up is your mid layer. This is the layer that goes over your base layer, but under the rest. For bottoms, you may not need a second set of pants until it gets below freezing. When it does get below freezing, long underwear can really help keep you warm, especially if you wear that under something like lightweight hiking pants. One thing that I like to wear as a mid layer are these Gore-Tex biking pants. They're soft shell, they're tight fitting, but non-constricting. They fit well over long underwear, and they also fit comfortably under a hard shell. For your top, a good option for a mid layer is a grid fleece. This can really help keep you warm. One other option that I like to choose is this insulated zip jacket. It's extremely lightweight, and it helps keep me warm. It fits over my base layer and under the rest. In the end, you just want to have something that's not cotton, that fits well, is form-fitting, and non-constricting. Your next layer to protect you against the elements is a soft shell jacket. This should be breathable, but also wind and weather resistant. This is something that should fit comfortably over your mid layer, but also still have room so that you can put a hard shell over this. This is going to be the biggest difference between your mid layer and your soft shell jacket layer, is that protection against the elements for wind and rain. Your soft shell jacket is ideal for situations where you're experiencing light precipitation. Your next layer is a down puffy layer. Now, you're generally not going to hike in this, but it is a lifesaver in those sub-zero temperatures, especially when you're not moving. If you're gonna be hiking in sub-zero temperatures, pack a down puffy that fits over your lightweight jacket. And so this way, when you stop and take breaks, you can put this on and retain that body heat. You can also wear it when you're sitting around camp, or even if it gets super cold overnight, you could wear it in your sleeping bag. Choose between synthetic and down puffy layers for your fill based on your needs and preferences. Something that's important to note is a synthetic puffy is going to continue to be able to keep you warm when it gets wet. A down puffy is going to require a little bit more careful management. If it gets wet, it's not going to be able to keep you warm. Your fifth and final layer, a non-insulated, fully waterproof shell. This goes for tops and bottoms. You're gonna wanna get something that fits over all of your other layers comfortably. And just like your top shell, bottom shells are incredibly important as well. I like to choose something with full side zips. This way, you can get your rain gear on and off extremely quickly when you need to. Don't forget about your hands and feet. For your hands, you'll want 3 layers. 1, a set of lightweight liner gloves. This can be helpful in all conditions. Second, you're gonna want some soft shell gloves to go over your liner gloves. And lastly, you'll want some insulated mittens for extreme cold. All 3 layers should be able to fit comfortably over each other. For your feet, you can get some warm socks, some nice thick weight hiking socks, and this will help keep your feet warm. And for your boots, you're gonna wanna choose something that has insulation if you're hiking in the cold. This is gonna help keep you warm. Don't hike in summer hiking shoes in the winter, especially if there's snow on the ground. That's just gonna be a recipe for disaster. Ideally, your boots are gonna have a removable liner that you can take out and dry off when you're not hiking. When you're hiking, you're constantly moving through different microclimates. The rule of thumb, delayer when you're active and layer up during breaks to avoid heat loss. For example, if you start in the hot sun, delayer to avoid sweating. As you descend into a cool, damp valley, layer up. And when you ascend into a windy area, make sure you're not sweaty or wet to prevent hypothermia. When you're in a windy area, throw on a shell. This way you'll be protected from the elements. Hey, before we wrap up, let's talk about the environmental impacts of your choices and options for sustainability. Some are gonna not wanna choose downfill because it's an animal product. And some are gonna not wanna choose synthetic because it's a petroleum-based product. Choose the option that's right for you. Choose something that's going to keep you safe. Choose something that's going to keep you comfortable. And please be conscious about the environment as you go out and make choices for things that you want to bring on your next hiking or backpacking trip. And remember, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of gear. There are a lot of things that you can find in thrift shops. There are things that you probably have in your closet that you could wear and use, and you'll be just fine while you're out there. Don't feel like you have to go get the latest and greatest. It's always a good option to try to find your hiking gear secondhand. In conclusion, remember that layering systems are all about moisture control and staying dry. You can adapt these principles to your current setup or use these principles to add some new gear to your setup if you need it. Thanks for joining us. This has been Barefoot Behavior. We're here to help both experienced backpackers and newcomers alike to get the most out of their outdoor experiences. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow hikers. Until next time, keep exploring, keep layering, and keep getting outdoors.